8 weeks out, 52 days. Let's get this started. Alright guys, so for today we're going to be talking about basal metabolic rate, so that's BMR. I'm going to talk about it later on in the video, give it like a couple of minutes or one, I don't know. So yeah, we're going to be doing that. We're going to be doing some abs as well, some cardio. Yeah, it's just a nice cardio session for today, just to, you know, keep things tight. So without further ado, let's get this going. All right, so for today we're going to be talking about the diet, and the number one thing we're going to be having to talk about is the macros. So macros, let's put diet right here. So macros, there are three main macronutrients that I like to count personally. There's the protein, of course, there's the carbohydrates, and the fats. Now a lot of people also like to count their sodium levels. Oh god, I can't write. Your sodium and your water intake. Sugars, really simple sugar, complex sugar, they're all part of the carbs. So you got your simple sugar sources, so that's going to be your dairy, fruit, all that good stuff. And then you've got the complex sugars or complex carbs, so that's going to be your grains, bread. Yeah, that's slower digesting, that's going to be your complex carbs. For protein, of course, like you've got your quality protein, your turkey, your chicken, your leaner meats, your leaner cuts. So right now, to be able to know what your targets are, and of course, like this big thing, calories, what your maintenance calories are for the day, I will give you guys the formula for calculating your BMR, your basal metabolic rate. So this is the number of calories required to pretty much keep your, like, to maintain your everyday activity. So this one will be different for men and women depending on your height and your current height and weight, your age. So if you're male, it would be equal to 66 plus 6.23 times your weight in pounds, plus, oh, it's a long one, 12.7 times your height in inches, minus 6.8 times your age in years. So for females, it is 655 plus 4.35 times your weight, plus 4.7 times your height, minus 4.7 times your age. So it's kind of daunting, but once you have that magic number, for example, 150 pounds. So if I am male, I am 150 pounds, 5'7", age 35. All right, right, so that equals 1,613 and 0.4. So that is the amount of calories it takes for you to pretty much keep your level of activity for the day. Right there. So this is the magic number that you're gonna play around with your macros, your protein, carb, fat intake, and your calories. Revolving around this number, that is how you're going to be formulating your diet or finding what's right for your body type or what your goals are. You could be in a caloric deficit to lose weight, be in a caloric surplus to gain weight, but see that weight gain right there, depending on your macros, that will be like, you might just naturally like be building muscle through exercise as well on top of a caloric surplus. If you're gaining but like you're heavily on the carbs and the fats with a caloric surplus, of course for that day you're going to be retaining some of that. So being aware of these things, pretty much the macros, the calories, your BMR, what your body needs as fuel, that's going to be pretty much what you're looking at per day. All right, so I am doing some abs today, and this is already after 20 minutes on the treadmill. It's just like I vary the incline a bit, the speeds, and then I'll do like short bursts, maybe 1 minute, 30 seconds of just a quick uphill run. And then, just get that blood pumping. For the 20 minutes, I do a nice steady state cardio, like the latter half. So the last 10 minutes, I'm just like consistently going up a ramp. And here you can see me doing, so I like doing crunches, just feeling it for 20 reps. This is done on the Bosu-Ball, so that's the half semicircle that you see at the gym. And then I do some twists as well, just for 10 reps per side. So that's the Bosu-Ball right there. I'm just taking it off to the side because I'm going to be doing just some jump squats. So I'm just going to be jumping as high as I can. I believe I do like 10 reps of this, and this is just to keep my heart rate up, and I just want to consistently have that. Everything's my hair's flying, the string's flying. Oh my god, yep, there we go, fix the hair, perfect. So yeah, just, you know, the key is to just keep the heart rate up, keep the heart rate up, keep the heart rate up. I just finished a good cardio session. I think I clocked in like 20 minutes on the treadmill and then 10 minutes on the bike. But I had a moment there where I had to stop myself from doing too much, and I don't want to rush it. And you know, if you rush fat loss, it becomes detrimental. Not like it's physique. It's the aesthetic look. It's not, you know, the numbers on the scale. And that was me like years ago, like 8 years ago when I first lost weight. And then like 2 years ago when I was doing like 10K runs and all of that stuff. Like, you lose it too fast and you don't focus on the tightness, you don't focus on the muscles. Cardio sessions, again, like, yeah, like all of that will eat into your muscle growth. It won't, you know, it'll burn carbs or it'll burn fat. But, you know, when you're trying to build or you're trying to maintain the muscle, it can be detrimental. You got to be careful not to do too much. And since I'm getting back into it just to lose the body fat percentage, see, body fat as a macro or fat as, you know, your body composition, like there are different things mentally. Like you could, you know, you have to think of it differently. Fat as fuel, fat as a body fat percentage, like they're different, and you got to like find your balance, find what works for you. Right now, because I'm starting again, and I'm going in with specific goals, you know, I'm very careful I'm really, really careful of doing too much too fast as well, because again, we're only 8 weeks from the competition. So yeah. So guys, today was pretty dense, but I hope you got a lot out of it. It's a lot of information, but it's very, very crucial. BMR, computing for your BMRs, that's pretty much the baseline of being able to count your macros, be very aware of what you're putting into your body as fuel so that you can keep going and going and going and going, depending on your lifestyle. Again, if you're aiming to lose some weight, gain some muscle, it all depends on nutrition. It's 80% of the job. So I hope you guys learned something from today, because there's a lot more coming your way. Catch you later.